So we see this octopus as a symbol is by no accident. Right on down to this ink being used to cloak, to shadow, to confuse. And it's being injected into what? Into the water. The water? Well, we know that Jesus Christ's word is considered the living waters. Where do we find that water, that living word recorded, written? Well, in the Hebrew Bible. Within the Hebrew Bible, the fallen prince has injected his shadow to confuse and to conceal the truth. And that should be quite easy to see. Of course, if you weigh it with the understanding of 2 Corinthians chapter 3, which is telling you the same thing. And we're going to look into that a little further. But at this point, I think that we need to look a little further into the symbolism of the octopus, because it has a lot more to teach us. What's the next great big detail of symbolism about an octopus? What makes an octopus an octopus? 8 tentacles, 8 appendages. Well, it's no accident that this octopus has been chosen, and this 8 is highly relative and absolutely consistent. We're going to find out that our biblical connection and the understanding of why these 8 tentacles symbolize with the octopus is going to be found in Isaiah chapter 59. And it's related to what you're looking at here with this fractal diagram, which is so many things. To understand further about this, you should watch a series I did entitled Divide and Conquer 44. And you'll get more details about this. But I'm going to give up some new information concerning this right now. If we look at Isaiah 59, what we're going to do is we're going to find out that there's a consistent vein of truth that's going to run between the symbolism of an octopus and a spider. And lo and behold, of course, a spider, one of the only other creatures that has 8 appendages. And we're going to see that it is biblically relative, absolutely. And of course, it's related to this matrix, this weaving of the spider's web that you see right here, which contains all the information that we're talking about encoded within it. But to take this step by step so that you can understand, keep in mind, I'm going to show you this consistency of truth between this octopus having 8 legs and the spider having 8 legs. Why these 8 legs? First, we need to look at chapter 59 of the book of Isaiah. And it's going to give us the foundation of understanding. It's describing this they. They hatch cockatrice eggs and weave the spider's web. He that eateth of their eggs dieth. So they're weaving the spider's web. Well, let's think about something first. We know that this is the spider's web that's being woven. Well, what does a spider do? A spider feels the vibrations on its web. It uses the web to ensnare and trap and catch its prey. Once it does this, it uses its many legs to feel the vibrational distortion upon its matrix, its web that it's created. Well, we can take the same symbolism between another creature that the Bible uses to symbolize these deceivers, these fallen ones, and that's going to be the serpent. The serpent does the same thing. The serpent uses the feeling of vibration upon the ground to begin to track its prey. And of course it uses this tongue to sense, and the tongue is using something that's known as the Jacobson's organ. And of course this is going to relate back to Jacob in the Bible, who of course has these 2 adopted sons from Egypt, Ephraim and Manasseh, and now they fulfill themselves actually as this descendancy of this plan of the serpent. Of course, all symbolized and consistent within the whole. So when we come back, we're going to find out a little bit more information and understand the connection between the 8 from the spider and the octopus. I'll be back.